Today let's take up rules of debit and credit, and we'll continue from our previous session. We looked at the traditional classification of accounts in our previous session, and there we talked about personal accounts, real accounts, nominal accounts, and I gave you the rules for personal accounts, real account and nominal accounts. Now there are some points which I would like to add to that first, and then we will do some a small question on this, right? As far as we said nominal accounts are concerned, right? I gave some examples of nominal accounts like these accounts: wages account, salaries, commission, interest paid, interest received, all these things, right? Now, whenever you have something like, whenever I have something like outstanding salaries, right? Outstanding wages, prepaid salary, prepaid insurance, all these are taken as personal account. These will fall into the category of personal account. So we can put it this way: if any prefix or suffix is added to a nominal account, right, it becomes a personal account, because that thing is not paid yet, that is to be paid to someone, so it is still outstanding or it is already paid in advance, so it comes under the personal account. It becomes a personal account. We call these accounts as representative personal accounts. So like if the rent is to be paid, the rent is to be paid and it is not yet paid, right? That is outstanding rent. Rent is to be paid to the landlord, right? So the outstanding rent account represents the rent that should be payable to the landlord. Same way, outstanding salary. If I have to pay outstanding salary to a particular person, and that salary we haven't paid, it is still outstanding. So it is a salary which is to be paid to that particular person, so it comes under the personal account category there, right? Okay, now I'm going to take up some accounts here, and let's first of all see, let's first of all classify the accounts. Okay, now see this, classify the accounts as personal, real and nominal, right? Okay, the first account, let's write sales account, interest accrued account, machinery account, rent account, capital account, prepaid rent account, drawings account, building account, cash account. And I'll also put this here. Bank account, bank overdraft account, copyright account. Now these are the accounts that I have given here. Now we have to classify these accounts as personal or real. Personal, real or nominal. Okay, now let's do this. Sales account. First of all, sales account. When we make some sales, right? When we sell goods, we get money for that. That sales, whatever money you get from the sales is an income, right? So income comes under the sales account is an income, so that is basically your nominal account. Nominal account is something which relates to expenses, incomes, losses and gains, right? Interest accrued account. Interest accrued is interest outstanding, right? Interest account, if I just write interest account is basically a nominal account, but interest outstanding or interest prepaid account, that is basically a personal account, right? Machinery account, it's a tangible asset, so it's a real account, right? Rent account is an expense, so that is a nominal account. Capital account is something which is related to the proprietor, so that is again a personal account. Now again here I have got prepaid rent. In this we had rent account, that is a nominal account. Prepaid rent account will be a personal account. Fine. Drawings account is related to the proprietor, so again drawings account will come under your personal account only, because drawings are made by the partners or the proprietors, right? Building account, it's a tangible asset, it's a real account. Cash in hand, cash account is basically cash in hand. Cash in hand is a real account, right? Bank is something which will come under your personal account, because bank is a, we can say it's like a bank is treated as a person, right? Because it's an individual, it's a it's like a company that is created by law. All these banks, they are all treated as personal account here. Bank account, bank overdraft account is again treated as a personal account, right? Copyright account is an intangible asset that comes under your real account. So here keep in mind that bank account and bank overdraft account will be treated as personal account and they will not be put under real accounts. Cash account is something which will be treated as real account, but bank account will always be treated as a personal account, because in the eyes of law, a bank is basically an organization like a company, right? So that is taken as a personal account, right? Now here we have classified these accounts. Now I'll take up one more question here. Let's take some transactions. Here is a list of transactions. Let's say Amit started business with cash, rupees 2 lakhs, right? Now look at this. Now what are the accounts involved in this? Whenever Amit is the proprietor here, he starts business with cash rupees 2 lakhs. So cash account, he is bringing cash, right? And the other account, you will not put it as Amit account, that is capital account, right? Okay. Now look at this. This is cash account. This cash account is a real account, right? And capital account is what? It is a personal account, right? Now we are making the accounts for the business, right? So for the business, cash is coming in. For the business, cash is coming in. Real account, debit what comes in. The rule for real account, debit what comes in, right? So cash is coming in means cash will be debited, right? And capital account is actually the personal account of the proprietor, right? Personal account, what is the rule? Credit the giver. Personal account, debit the receiver, credit the giver, right? So now here I will credit the capital account because the capital account is basically pertaining to the proprietor. Understood? Now same way I'll take up one more. Let's say purchased machinery worth rupees 50,000. Now here, when nothing is given, purchase machinery worth rupees 50,000, it is assumed that it is purchased for cash, right? Now I'll write here if you want, purchase machinery worth rupees 50,000 for cash, right? So now the two accounts that are involved here is cash account and machinery account. Now when we purchase the machinery, cash, both are real accounts, right? Both are real accounts. This is also a real account, this is also a real account. What is coming in? Machinery is coming in and cash is going out. Now since both are real accounts, let's the rule for real account is debit the receiver and credit the giver, right? Sorry. I'm talking about real accounts here. Both are real accounts. The rule for real account is debit what comes in and credit what goes out, right? So here what is coming in? Machinery. So that means machinery will be debited, and what is going out? We are paying cash for purchasing that machinery, so cash is credited, right? Now one more. Paid salary rupees 10,000. Now here when you pay the salary, the first account that is involved is salary account, and we pay the salary in cash, so that is cash account. So salary account is a nominal account and cash account is a real account, right? Okay. Now when you pay the salary is basically an expense for the company, right? The rule for nominal account states debit all expenses and losses. So salary account will be debited, right? And cash is a real account. Cash is a real account. The rule for real account, credit what goes out. When you pay the salary, you're paying cash, right? Cash is going out of your business, right? So cash will be credited. So this is how we decide which account is to be credited and which account is to be debited. So for doing this, first of all, you should be clear about the classification of the accounts, like you should know which account is a personal account, real account, nominal account, and the rules for the accounts should be learnt properly, and these are the basics for all the accounting entries. For the starting journal entries that we will be doing, these are the basics, and if the rule is clear, if you are clear with the rules, if you are clear with the types of accounts, then making the journal entry will become very simple. So with that, I'll come to the end of this session. In our next session, we'll take up modern classification of accounts. Bye.